This is going to be a relatively short video, guys, but I feel like it needs to be talked about. Now, it's a catch-22 here. It's a double-edged sword because talking about this is also giving it exposure for people to take advantage of, but I feel that it needs the exposure, and I didn't start the exposure. You guys will see what I'm talking about here in a second. So Respawn and Apex Legends can look into this. Now, there have been rumors about the hitboxes on the champions in Apex Legends, some being bigger, some being smaller. If any of you played GoldenEye back in the day, you remember Oddjob? Everybody played him because he was super tiny and his hitbox was almost non-existent, and it gave you a distinct advantage in the game. Well, it's looking like that may be the case in Apex Legends. Now, this is not confirmed by Respawn in any way, but I'm going to put a tweet up here from Basically I Do Work. As you can see, he says, based on Suxby's hitbox images, Legend hitbox areas are the following: Wraith, 33 square centimeters. Lifeline, 37 square centimeters. Bloodhound, 37. Mirage, 44. Bangalore, 44. Pathfinder, 63. Caustic, 68. And Gibraltar, 79, which is 140% larger hitbox than Wraith. Now, once again, this is not confirmed by the actual developer, so you can take it with a grain of salt, but a lot of people have been testing this out and kind of getting the same vibe. And I'm here to tell you, it has to be fixed, and it has to be fixed very, very quickly, because what's going to happen is everybody is going to gravitate to the smaller characters. If anybody ever thought they got a smaller hitbox in Call of Duty due to a skin or anything like that, they all use that skin. And that may be why you see so many people maining Wraith. And you can see Noah below him where he says, delete this. I'm going to guess and say that Noah's main is Wraith. I don't know. And the fact that this is already going viral on Twitter, I feel okay talking about it because I do feel that it needs fixed. And it can be fixed in one of two ways. One, and I'm not a developer. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it can be fixed because I don't know anything about coding or anything like that. But the one way I would think is they can just make all the hitboxes the same somehow. Even if Gibraltar's a bigger character, they can make them all equal. That would be the first way that I would think everybody would think to try and fix it. Because let's face it, there's going to come a point where it's going to get abused. It's already out there, and you're going to have characters like Gibraltar and Caustic never getting used, and they want their game to be balanced. They want all the guns to be used, they want all the characters to be used, so on and so forth. The other way you could fix it is by buffing the bigger characters. Maybe Gibraltar's arm shield covers his entire front body. I don't know. Maybe you could do something with Caustic that makes him run a little faster, or something to do with his toxic bombs. I don't know. I don't have the answers on how they could do it, but it would make sense if, to kind of counter their bigger, larger hitboxes, they were a little stronger. Maybe with their passive ability, or maybe with their ultimate, something to try to balance it out to keep people from just going with the small characters. Now, my main is Lifeline, and it had nothing to do with their hitbox. I'm a supportive team player. I like to be the medic. I like to be the one getting people up and save back in the fight, stuff like that. But apparently, I'm using one of the top 3 smallest characters in the game. And once again, this is not confirmed, but I mean, it kind of makes sense. So I think Apex Legends has to jump on this quick. They either need to balance out the hitboxes, or they need to do something to where the bigger characters are more viable to get people to use them. You guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. It has to be addressed. I think it has to be addressed pretty soon, or it's going to be detrimental to the game, the meta, and honestly, the player list and how everybody consumes the game. You let me know what you think, and I'll see you tonight for a new Gaming Top 10.